Hi everyone, this is Brandon. I'm making this video because I want to explain to everyone all together on a topic that I really feel strong about. And I just want to make sure, since I can't talk to everyone individually, it's going to be hard. I want to do it all at once, just so everyone understands, what I'm trying to do here. As you guys know, by working with me, that I'm not like a regular GM, or I guess a boss that you, I think, would either have a stereotype, or if you have worked in another place, what you would imagine. I'm definitely one of a kind. As far as I really am someone who really does care about everybody and how they're doing, not just at work, but in their personal life. I do take it very personal with everyone. Once I get to know you and I get to know what drives you and stuff like that, you kind of understand where I'm coming from most of the time. And I just wanted to explain something to everyone because I know there's a lot of new people here that don't, really get to talk to me as much, or I don't get to talk to you as much, because we're constantly working and stuff like that. And I just wanted to, clear some air with some things or topics that I wanted to explain to everyone. So, obviously, COVID-19 is going on, everything's difficult, and things are changing. And, people are coming in and people are leaving, obviously for all different kinds of reasons, personal reasons and, work reasons, which is, obviously personal, and we don't have to go into depth into it. But I want to explain something to everyone. So for me, a lot of people don't really understand what I think of Chipotle as far as working there. Because if you hear anybody, or you hear everybody on the shift, or everybody's working there, Chipotle's trash, it's so ghetto. I hate working here. It's so much work. It's too much work, not enough pay. It's not worth it. For me, if you were to ask me this question, I would personally tell you, yes, it is worth it. You may not see it in a clarifical way as far as in your pay, you'd be like, oh, wow, I'm getting bread. I don't really think that's what Chipotle is about just the bread. How much money can I get inside my pocket? There are so many other things that Chipotle will teach you that I feel like no other job can teach you. And I'm not speaking out of a bias, right? Because I have worked at other places, before. So I kind of know how it feels like to work at not just a fast food restaurant, but at retail, or at other, fast food restaurants and stuff like that. So I kind of know how it feels like. And what the atmosphere is like over there. A lot of people, it might not be, Chipotle is not your first job and you kind of experience everything, outside of there. Some people, Chipotle is your first job, and, you're trying to really, figure out what else is out there. It's is this really how it is? And I just want to explain, how it was. So, looking at the billboard, right, I have a normal job, right? Or what we call any other job that, you guys are probably looking at. Target, McDonald's, Wendy's, Ross, whatever you feel like you want to go, or other places, and what their benefits are, and then what I believe, or at least what I am doing. Not every Chipotle or not every other boss is gonna kind of provide you with what I want to provide you, just because I do care. So this is the benefits that I try to teach you guys, and what I have learned being here as a crew member, because I did start as a crew member here at Chipotle. So one thing I want to explain is, yes, I do agree, the pay is not the best. It really isn't, for what we do. It doesn't match with what other people are competing with, Target doing $15 an hour. But, there's something else that, Chipotle brings in to the picture besides just a fat paycheck, or I guess an extra $4 an hour for your pay. So for example, one thing that I've learned working at Chipotle is good work ethic. You're not going to get that in any other place that you work at. I'm someone who, for example, I am a patient person. And I want to make sure everyone learns and, kind of really understands, how a job really is, even though we're at a basic entry level job, these skills that you are learning are not just for, a basic entry level job. This is something you're going to bring with you when you finally leave college, and when you finally get your own job or a stable job that you believe is your dream job. These are the skills that you're going to have to learn. And you'll actually be able to apply it, and you'll be above most of the people that is in your work field that you're actually planning on going. Good work ethic. It's a lot of work, and there is no room to be lazy here at Chipotle. You know what I mean? And if you are lazy, you're going to struggle and you're going to fail. And that's something that I try to teach people. That's why I push people hard. And I try to push, everyone to do the best that they can, even though they might hate it and, they're annoyed by it. But at the end of the day, it's a job, and, having good work ethic is really good in any situation that you go to. Another thing is you're surrounded by people who care. It's, like I said, not just this Chipotle, but it could be any other Chipotle. For personally me, we have a staff that actually, early management now, that actually cares. Like, I personally care for everyone that is working with me. If I hire you, I will put my best foot forward for you, and I will make sure, that you learn the skills that I have learned here so far that has been benefiting me, and I know will benefit me in the future, moving on. Life lessons, we know people got shit going on at home. People are actually going through stuff, but you learn to, when you come in here, that you got to put it all aside, and you got to really just, perform, and you really got to perform to your best, even though you got shit going on at home that, can be distracting you. These life lessons that you learn at work, dealing with customers, dealing with people, kind of help you in your own life, being able to deal with people and, whatever people that are bothering you or, preventing you from doing your stuff, you learn those lessons, at Chipotle. Or at least at work. Another thing is growth. This is a really big thing for me, is growth, because for me, I feel like a lot of people, a lot of people has come to me talking about the growth they've done, and I see it, the longer you're in Chipotle, you get this growth and maturity about yourself and becoming an adult. Most places, they don't really care about your growth personally and stuff like that. For me, I'm a very patient person. If we're going to be honest, a lot of people, I could have fired, they should have been fired a long time ago. But I really do give them that extra leeway, and I try to really work hard with them to try to really, grow them as a person, because I know it doesn't happen overnight. And I know it doesn't happen, quickly and just efficiently as I wanted to. But at the end of the day, it's rewarding for me to see somebody, eventually grow to become a better person. Once they leave, that they can take something with them, whatever path that they choose to go to. And that also has been good for future goals. I feel like, Chipotle is very goal oriented. It helps you set goals for yourself, and as far as improving yourself and doing better, being okay, my goal today is to be able to do this faster and to do this better. And it's a lot of self-realization that I want to teach you guys as well, because not everyone, when you go in the future, is going to tell you that you're doing a bad job. Not everyone is going to tell you, hey, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. They're just going to fire you on the spot. They're going to be this person is not right for the job. We're going to give them a performance review, and then we're just going to let them go. Self-realization, being able to notice that, okay, I am not doing a good job right now. Let me see what I can do to fix it. Let me realize, okay, let me try doing something different to make me go a little bit faster. Self-realization is a very good, trait to have for, yourself and your future goals and stuff like that. Being able to self-realize when you need to do more or when you need to improve yourself. Another thing is great connections, recommendations, you can really shine in Chipotle, it's a lot of work. And if you can go above all and do that and do it well, you can have a good recommendation. I don't mind definitely giving anybody a good recommendation, if they give that hard work, because it's something to show, compared to a different job like Target or something like that. You can't really get a recommendation for that, you know what I mean? Because there's nothing really that you can overcome or do really well and be like, hey, I push these boxes, and there's nothing really to it, you know what I mean? But in Chipotle, you have so many different skills that you can actually put forward. Like, hey, like I'm good at customer service, I know how to handle customers, I know how to do this, like that, and and stuff like that, like all that stuff. There's so much more to show at Chipotle as far as recommendations go. Now we're going to talk about normal job. Now, I personally worked at Target for seasonal, for like 4 or 5 months, and I've worked there, and I kind of got to experience how it's like working at a different pace, and getting paid higher, but working at a different pace. For me personally, like I say, to some people, Chipotle is not for everyone. Some people, they thrive or do better when the pace is slower and they can do things at their own pace and do it slowly and do slow progressions. Some people, they thrive on, getting, that hype, that need to do something, do more, constantly do something, be busy and stuff like that. You can do so much more, and I'm not like, shit talking any job or anything, being like, okay, this place is the worst place to go, because it's a place for everyone, and that's why we have jobs, different jobs for different reasons, because some people do better in retail, some people do better at cashiers and stuff like that, depending on your personality and your traits. So a great example talking about the normal jobs. So yes, one of the benefits is, you get higher pay. You do less work and you get higher pay. An extra $4, extra $3, whatever extra raise it is. You get more money in your pockets. You see in your paycheck, an extra like $80, extra $120 every week that I get. More for myself. And then also it's less stress, pressure. Yeah, it's a lot less that's on you, and you're just doing your own thing and just clocking in for your shift, do your job, and you clock out and you go home and you just move on and you do the same thing over and over again. It's less stress, but that less stress is not going to help you later in life when you have a family and you get children and you start dating and marrying and stuff like that. It's going to be stressful, and if you can't handle that stress because you've never been able to get a tough skin and handle that stress, you're going to just fall apart. And I feel like being able to Chipotle and handle that stress and be able to overcome those stresses will definitely benefit you later in life. If you have just a normal job like at Target and you're just going at a slow pace, as soon as something hits you hard in life, you're just going to be like, shoot, like I can't handle this is too much for me, because you haven't been accustomed to be able to handle pressure. And that's why I feel like working at a normal job and then working at Chipotle, there's a big difference. Now I'm going to give a great example of what I thought would best describe this. Okay, so in high school, right, so you have normal classes, right, and then you have advanced classes for the smarter kids and stuff like that. So let's look at it like this. So a normal class, right, with normal kids and stuff like that would be Target, McDonald's, Wendy's, stuff like a normal job besides Chipotle, where it's easier, less stress, you go at a slower pace and you get the work done, and it's easier, and it can be easier to get better grades. Now let's talk about an advanced class where it's a lot quicker. It's a lot harder. They throw more at you, right? And it's, meant for people who can handle it, right? And people that, can work at a faster pace. That would be technically what we call Chipotle, in an advanced class. So now let's put an example. Let's say we grab someone from an advanced class, right? And we put them in a normal class. You know what's going to happen? they're gonna be bored, and it's gonna be too slow for them. They're gonna be like, this is not enough. Like, I'm bored. This is too easy. You know what I mean? So putting an advanced person in a normal class, they're gonna be like, this is boring. I can't do this. It's literally boring me to death. And now that's why the advanced people go to the advanced classes. Now let's see what happens if we put a normal person and we put in an advanced class. Now, they're gonna be overwhelmed, overstressed. They're gonna be like, oh my God, this is too quick. This is too fast for me. I can't do it. So this is why we have, normal jobs in Chipotle, and why, some people are meant for Chipotle, some people are not. You know what I mean? And that's a perfect example of, of a reason why, there's a difference or a different pace between a normal job and then working at Chipotle. And at the end of it all, like, I just want the best for everyone. I know everyone's not going to stay here forever because, Chipotle is not going to be for life. You know what I mean? And I definitely get that. That's why I personally don't get mad if anyone leaves, because that's their reason to leave. If they want to leave, they can leave. But I feel like, while you are here, I'm going to try my best to give you guys the best growth and the best possibilities for you guys. Because I truly do care about every single one of you guys that I hire. And I do really fall, behind when, I really do believe in Chipotle and what they have to offer and what I have to offer for you guys. And I hope that, whatever you guys bring out of Chipotle, you can reflect on it and be like, hey, wow, Chipotle did really teach me a lot. And now I'm really striving in this job that, my dream job that I finally, finished college for. And I'm in the top of my job class, and I'm the best employee of the week. I'm the best there. And, I hope that's what I look for everyone, at the end of the day. So, I just want to make sure everyone knows this, because I really do want to let you guys know I do care. And I hope you guys, make it enjoyable while you're there, because, even though it's stressful, like working at Chipotle, you can make it fun and you can still get the job done. So that's my, announcement I wanted to make to everyone. I hope you guys can watch the video and, reflect on it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.